Auntie. Nobody saw him take that doll.
Right. Let's give him a fair trial.
Good.
Then we'll hang him.
Then we'll hang him. Good to know that Allison and Greg aren't the only one that can crack a joke. Alright, guys. I'm going to redo the intro for the Brady Bunch. Mainly because episode 9, I cannot find it anywhere online or it's streaming anywhere. There is websites out there that have episode 9, supposedly. But since they're not notable streaming services, I am just going to cover episode 7 and 8 in this video. Just to let you guys know, that is kind of why it took me a long time to get this particular video out, is because I was going to do 7, 8, and 9, but given that I do not trust the websites that have episode 9 and they're not on a well-known streaming platform, I'm not going to jeopardize my computer getting a virus for that reason. So this episode is just going to be about episode 7 and 8, and that's going to be the case. Primarily is just that it's just going to be about episode 7 and 8. We're going to pick up with episode 10 the next video. No one streaming services have all the episodes in a single season. There are a few missing, so I do have to jump between different streaming services to get all the episodes, even up to this point. So far I have all the episodes up on my channel. You guys can view the first 2 parts of the Brady Bunch, but just know that I'm flipping between whichever streaming services have the episodes in the broadcast order. So that's something to keep in mind. And since no streaming service seems to have episode 9 that I trust, we're going to skip episode 9, and I'll let you guys know if that does happen again in the intro to these videos. So bear with me here. Trying to get back into the swing of things with recording and editing and stuff like that, because as you guys can probably tell, my location has changed too, so and I'm still kind of adjusting things as it needs to be adjusted. So without any further ado, let's get into episode 7 and 8 of the Brady Bunch.
Goodbye, baby, on the treetop.
Mike, take a look at this.
Come cradle, baby and all.
Cindy really loves that doll.
Rockabye baby. I thought she said goodbye baby instead of rockabye baby.
And down will come cradle, baby and all. I'm putting my baby to sleep, that's why. That's no baby, that's just a dopey old doll. Kitty Karry-all doesn't make noise when you're taking a nap.
Well, she can't speak for one unless she's a talking doll. And they might have had those back then.
Who asked that stupid old doll to come live here anyway? I did. Well, I didn't. I wish she'd move out and never come back. You stop that. Now you be a good little girl now, or Mommy gets your bottle.
What is that? That doesn't look like a bottle to me. That looks like a thing that you would use in your science class.
Kitty, where are you?
Eyedropper.
Cindy, honey, what's wrong?
She was here and now she's gone. He's the one who did it.
And we have the inciting incident for the episode.
He took my doll. I did not.
Maybe there's a simple explanation for this.
There is. He took it.
Or maybe you put her down someplace.
No, I didn't.
Well, you did put it down someplace. You were gone for like 10 seconds, if 5 seconds, if that.
I'm going to tell Daddy on him.
Oh, sweetheart, Daddy's gone to play golf. And anyway, we don't want to bother Daddy about this on his day off.
Where'd you hide Cindy's doll?
I didn't hide it, like I told Mom.
So the boys didn't take it. Maybe the dog took it? Because dogs do like to chew on like stuffed animals and stuff like that. They're not well trained. So maybe Tiger?
He said he hated Kitty. I heard him say it lots of times. And she doesn't even have her bottle. She'll starve to death. Where are we going? We're gonna get that doll back.
Yeah.
Hopefully before it starves to death.
Come on, she can't accuse him and get away with it.
Bobby, you give Kitty back, or...
Now listen here.
How could they miss each other? Although we've never seen the hallway.
You stop picking on him.
Oh, they have a Jack and Jill bathroom.
He took it. He did not. He did. Hold it.
The mother should know what's going on.
Well, Cindy's doll is missing, and the girls think Bobby took it.
Well, Bobby?
I didn't take it. He did too.
Honey, I know Bobby. If he says he didn't take the doll, I believe him.
Well, Cindy always tells the truth, too. You know, one time Marcia lost her left shoe, and a month later we found it in the freezer.
How do you go a month without looking in the freezer? Unless you have that for storage, I guess.
Can I help you, Mr. Brady?
No thanks, Alice.
What are you looking for?
Doll.
In the refrigerator?
Why not? Just as apt to be here as anywhere.
It makes perfect sense given the recent information he got.
If I'd known you wanted a doll so bad, I'd have baked one.
He's got the jokes.
Still looking for that doll?
Yeah.
Mr. Brady, it's none of my business, but the next time you play golf, maybe you better wear a sunbonnet.
Is that what it's called? The sunbonnet? I know what it looks like. I just never knew what it was actually called.
I found it. I found it. Kitty? No, the earring I lost last week. No, we've done all we can do here.
You sure have.
You sure have.
Let's see. If I was a doll, where would I go?
To me, sweetheart. That's all you think about. Girls. Now, never mind that. Keep looking.
Yeah, that's what I'll say is he is girl-centric. Greg is.
Oh, nothing. Come on, what is it? Nothing, just an old candy bar I lost a long time ago.
How do you know it's yours? I once lost one, too.
Was yours dark chocolate with almonds?
Yeah, that's the one.
Well, too bad. This one's vanilla fudge.
Did you get the license number of the truck that went through here?
That was smart of them. Of the youngest child there.
I'm glad she's gone. I hated that doll.
Maybe Cindy was right. Maybe you did take it after all.
I didn't.
Why are the other two balls that are helping out? Why are the other two brothers helping him out? It's not like they would did help him. They have their own stuff to do.
Can I play? Oh, get out of here. Nobody wants you.
I'm talking to you, too, because you're the oldest. You see, in this country, we're very proud to have a process known as the law. And under the law, a man is presumed innocent until he's proven guilty.
Right, Dad.
In other words, we don't hang anybody without a fair trial.
Everybody knows that.
Sure, but sometimes we tend to forget.
That is kind of true. What he's saying, how this relates to the youngest child, Bobby.
Nobody
Kind of-
saw him take that doll.
Right. Let's give him a fair trial.
Good.
Then we'll hang him.
Then we'll hang. Good to know that Alice and Greg aren't the only one that can crack a joke.
Now tell the jury what happened in your own words. Well, Kitty's gone, and Bobby took her because nobody else was there. And those are my own words.
What's your name?
You know my name.
I know, but I want the jury to hear it.
They know my name, too.
Nah.
Where were you on the night of March 9th? Before or after 9 o'clock? What difference does it make? I'm not allowed up past 9 o'clock. I didn't take that doll no matter what she says. I wouldn't do a thing like that. Maybe we fight sometimes, but Cindy's my sister.
Stepsister, but
Well, jury, you've heard both sides. Now it's deliberating time.
I know Jan will vote guilty.
Peter and Bobby are just like that. He won't vote against him.
yeah, he would.
Have you reached a verdict?
Yes, Your Honor, I vote not guilty. You mean guilty? You've been saying all along he's guilty. I changed my mind after his speech.
That I did not expect her.
I vote he's guilty.
That's immaterial. A while ago, you said he was innocent. So what? I did a lot of deliberating, and he's guilty.
Well, looks like we've got a hung jury.
Yeah, and that surprised me.
Case dismissed.
Hey, Greg's playing with Bobby. My little talk about fair play seems to have done some good.
Yeah? Would you burn some into me? Bobby can't even dent my glove.
Maybe later, Greg. Why don't you ask Peter? He's a good pitcher.
Yeah, a good pitcher, but a rotten jury.
Don't ask me. I only live here.
And yeah, that's me.
Would you ask Jan to give me back my curlers?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Me talk to Benedict Arnold? I'd sooner be disbarred.
Oh, I don't know. One doesn't get broiled charcoal every day.
Well, at least we know why. You can't be a good chef and a judge at the same time. Marcia isn't talking to Jan because she voted against her. Greg isn't talking to Peter because he voted against him. On the other hand, Bobby is talking to Jan because she voted for him. On the other hand, Cindy still is angry at Bobby because she's sure he took Kitty. On the other
Wait a
hand...
minute. That's 5 hands.
Well, we've
Yeah.
got a big family.
That's true too.
Please, God, bless Mommy and Daddy and Alice and Greg and Marcia and Peter and Jan and even Bobby. And God bless Kitty Karry-all, wherever she is.
You know what? The parents could buy her another doll too. Just do that. Doubt she'll know the difference. That's one resolution, but they're not gonna do that in this episode. And if they do, she's gonna be smart enough to know that they replaced it.
Nito!
Yeah. Il Nido.
Wait a minute, I'll play you some music. Where's my kazoo? Dad, my kazoo, it's gone. It was right here. You took it. You took my kazoo. I did not. You did so.
Maybe you put it in your pocket. Is that it?
Just about. I got another pocket to go.
Why do you have a yo-yo?
That proves she took my kazoo.
No, it proves no such thing. Sometimes we can be deceived by circumstantial evidence.
Circumspecial?
No, circumstantial. That's when things look different than they really are.
Like when a lady puts on false eyelashes?
Well, something like that. Now, each one of you knows that he's innocent, but the way things look, they think the other one is guilty. You know, sometimes innocent men go to jail because of circumstantial evidence.
Okay. Then I believe Cindy's innocent. Then I believe Bobby's innocent.
Now you need to tell your respective leaders or your respective elder siblings to let them off the hook.
I don't think we ought to give up. I think we ought to keep on searching. It's bound to turn up.
Well, it depends on how important it is to the children to actually have it back. This is going where I think it's going. This is a very nice gesture.
Kitty, that's Kitty Karry-all.
And that's the last one I have. Keep running out.
Boy, will Cindy be happy. My whole life savings. Have I got enough?
Just enough and 3 cents over.
And I'm not giving this to you because I like you or anything like that. It's just that, well, my piggy bank was getting too full and I had to buy something.
Why did you run out there so quickly?
Goodbye, baby. I'm sorry, but it's not my kitty.
But, honey, she's exactly the same.
They're like twins.
Oh, Mike, what are we going to do? She's heartbroken.
Give her a little time. Like you said, she'll get you.
Yeah, I was right about the dog from the very beginning.
Tiger! Tiger!
Maybe he's over in the neighbor's yard.
No, the gate's locked.
Let's try the backyard.
You dummy dog.
My kazoo! My kitty!
Tiger, you've been accused of doll napping and kazoo snatching. How do you plead?
My hunch was correct the entire time, which is kind of surprising. And we don't get it that early, but living with dogs will do that, especially when you live with dogs since a young age, and you know that they chew on stuff, um, stuff like that. So it's very, very. I kind of knew that was going to be the case, because when I was a lot younger, we had a dog that liked to chew up Xbox controller wires, so we couldn't leave them out on the floor or anything next to the TV. This was back uh, like almost like 15 to 10 years ago. We had a dog that would just chew up like remotes and Xbox wires and anything electronic, so you couldn't leave it out.
I still can't understand how a child can get so attached to an inanimate object.
I suppose everybody's like that.
Well, kids maybe.
At some point, yeah, though.
Well, dear, I've been waiting for the right time to tell you this.
Tell me what?
You know your golf club?
Which one?
The one you made the hole-in-one with?
What about it?
Well, I've looked everywhere for it, but it's just disappeared, vanished.
Not my lucky 7-iron. Well, I might as well give up golf. That was my favorite club.
I like that it's Lucky 7-iron, because Lucky is 7.
Now you understand?
I certainly do. Good night, dear.
Mike Brady.
I like how he played that up.
This stuff's been packed away for over a year.
Why are you digging it out now?
I think this is really going to be a fun camping trip.
Oh, yeah.
The boys don't mind having a bunch of females along.
Ah, no, they'll get used to it. Thing is, I hope the girls enjoy camping.
Oh, I'm sure they will once they get there.
Once they get there, not when they actually are on the way there. The destination is only part of the journey.
Girls on a camping trip is just too far out.
And just saying that is not too far out.
We've got to show them how much fun camping can be. Why, that's going to be a whole brand new world to them.
It'll be a whole brand new world to us, too.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised if the Brady boys couldn't teach the Brady girls how to hunt and fish as good as any of the guys.
In other words, we can keep on saying no, but you're gonna keep on saying yes, right?
The light's beginning to break through a little bit.
Camping is for boys.
Camping is for boys and girls. Why, it's so much fun falling asleep on the ground.
On the ground, all those beetles are crawling around. Yuck!
Why, you haven't got the faintest idea how delightful it is out there under the stars. Being lulled to sleep by the sound of crickets, and then awakening in the morning to the smell of bacon frying over an open fire.
How many times have you been camping, Mom?
Well, never.
Never. That she maybe had gone camping with Mike during, like their dates and stuff like that.
And if they like camping, we like camping. Now, there'll be no more discussion about it. The decision has been made.
Oh, so this is about trying to show a little bit of interest, a little bit of growth as well. Is that what's going?
Body, pull out and pile in. Come on, Cindy, you first. In you go, girl. That's the girl. Okay, come on, Jan. There we go. Atta boy. Come on, Bobby. Give a hug, kids. Here we go.
Why wouldn't you take the luggage from them first before they try to climb in? Because that seems a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, give that a little push. Yeah. Cindy, what are you doing out there?
I got pushed out the other end.
Because that they can all fit in there, actually.
Hey, you look great.
Thanks.
Not bad.
Wear a $100 dress. But a girl who can put on a pair of blue jeans and one of my old shirts and look the way you do, that's a number one.
Oh, Cindy, I asked you before we left.
You haven't even got out the driveway yet. You have to go to the bathroom? That smirk. Or eyebrow raise. I would have just locked the door. Locked the girls out, just to be funny. That's fun to hear those type of songs and stuff like that. Um, just because it goes back further than I thought it would have. Those I don't want to call them nursery rhymes, but I'm gonna call them nursery at the same time. But there's stuff that I've heard that songs that mothers have passed down to their children. That's just kind of one of them.
Let's go fishing.
Okay, you boys go get the fishing rods and the rest of the gear, and I'll have your mother round up the girls.
Yeah, I think they're out gathering pine cones.
Would you get the girls, Alice? The boys and I want to take them fishing. And while we're gone, would you and Mrs. Brady collect some firewood?
No, I thought the girls would be getting the firewood and not pine cones because I can't think of a practical use for pine cones.
Mrs. Brady, is it all right if we nibble a little on those emergency rations you brought along?
Sure, Alice, go ahead. I don't want to spoil my appetite for that delicious fresh fish.
Well, if you can wait, I can wait. I'll just use a little psychology. Yeah, if you don't think about food, you won't get hungry. So I just won't think about food.
Kind of hard once you start though, but I do kind of get what she's saying because I get lost in editing and stuff like that, and I forget sometimes to eat when I'm supposed when it's actually time to eat stuff like that. The right time to eat.
Tell them all about the big one. They got away because of me. And I was not afraid of it. I couldn't help it. I had a good grip on it, but I let go because it felt fishy.
And of course, all her screaming scared all the other fish away.
That's kind of funny though. It felt fishy and then screaming and then the whole bit right there. That's just funny.
I hope somebody likes sardines. That's the best you can catch when somebody, who shall be nameless, breaks your line.
I did not break it. I walked into it by mistake.
Broke the line.
Where's Daddy?
Right behind me.
Ah, good. Did he catch anything?
Did he? Wow!
How big?
This big. See?
Yeah, you caught Cindy.
Daddy caught Cindy just in time.
Just in time to get her soaked and scare all the fish away.
The girls scared them all away.
Well, they'll be back tomorrow.
We're starving now. Yeah.
Well, you'll survive.
The girls and I packed this in the car in case of an emergency.
Where did you pack that at? Because the car was actually stuffed.
Fried chicken. Just name your poison.
Anything and everything.
Dad, no.
Ooh, that actually looked good though.
That's sissy food. We always live off the land.
I know, but
Okay, if you want to chicken out. Cold cuts, cheese, salami, fried chicken. We might as well camp in a supermarket.
better eat in the supermarket than to starve at camp.
Got a point, and I was gonna say it's something similar to that.
Kind of romantic out here.
Yeah. And we finally found a moment alone together.
Mom, can we have some water?
Just a moment though.
Togetherness, huh?
I would have all three kids in the same tent, with the girl or with the parents in one single tent. I forgot about Alice. What are you doing?
Who's that? I don't know.
Owl?
That's an owl hooting. He won't bother you.
It still is a noise, but.
If that's an owl, he's got a frog in his throat.
Boy, are they scaredy cats.
Oh, yeah? Well, it seems to me I remember last year about this time that you were pretty frightened of those owls.
Well, I was just a little kid then.
Restless night there, Alice?
Sounds like a rattlesnake.
A rattlesnake?
Doesn't sound like a rattlesnake to me.
It's got me! It's got me!
What's got you? What's got you?
Oh, can't you hear? I think it's in the sleeping bag with me.
Oh, Alice. Nothing's got you. With all that hardware in your head, you punctured your air mattress. There are no wild animals in this area.
None of any kind?
Absolutely none.
I wouldn't say that.
Let's scare them now.
I don't remember those. They had a bird thing at the end with the flashlight and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me.
Dad, a bear!
Oh, boy,
He's got a smile on his face.
Well, you finally got what you wanted.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Togetherness.
That is true. I mean, they didn't do the typical, you know, fight at the very beginning where this would cause them to go camping or anything like that, like other stories have.
Well, I'm going to be glad to get into a bed tonight. I'm tired.
No wonder. 3 solid days with the kids. You must be worn to a frazzle.
Bet you're frazzled, too.
Exhausted. You know, togetherness is great, but exhausting.
That is true.
Maybe we proved something on that camping trip after all.
I certainly hope so.
And what was that?
We just had a big meeting downstairs. Peter and Bobby and all the girls. We had lots of fun together on this trip, and
Yeah?
is it okay if we all go every place with you from now on?
Well, certainly, son.
Of course.
Thanks. I'll go tell them.
Hopefully not every place. That was a good episode, but I feel like there were crucial elements missing between the children to actually cause the fight versus them making up and them having a big meeting and that sort of thing. And just I feel like there's kind of beats missing that should have been hit towards the end of the episode. That sort of thing. But overall, I liked it because it shows a different approach to scenarios, just like this one that you would see nowadays, with you know story, beats that weren't necessarily hit that were hit in this versus what's hit now, what's hit not hit um, now. So I like it for that aspect of it because there are some things that are missing that you would see now that you don't see here that you would see back then that you don't see now. So it's just very interesting. Kind of reminds me of that Alice episode of Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore is the name of the episode. That one stood out to me as well, episode 4, because they had a different spin on it than what you would typically see with that episode. This one has a different spin as well that you would typically not see um, now versus what you would see then. So both are very interesting in the way that they approached and how they showed um, the the scenario for the episode. Just because so far the episodes have been very episodic, and yes, they're connected by a large theme, but they generally speaking, the episodes so far have felt very episodic instead of serial. So kind of interesting to me, anyway. All right, guys. So I just got done rewatching episodes 7 and 8 of the Brady Bunch. Uh, Gotta say that I really like the episodes. Um, a bit surprising too on episode 8. To be honest with you, it seems like a thing that they would do uh, in later seasons or even later in the um, season. To be honest with you, just kind of the overall story and them going camping. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Episode 7 I really like because this one shows a level of compassion and understanding, um, and really showing the acceptance of each other as brother and sister, even though they're stepbrother and sister, and just showing that level of, like I said, compassion towards one another. Um, So really like it for that. So what happened in the episode is that the dog took um, Kitty Karry-all, and Kitty Karry-all is this doll, um, which I did find very, very interesting because dogs do that and stuff like that, but they, the immediate blame goes to the youngest boy, and so because it's between again, they've set this up nicely to where it's usually the youngest against the youngest or oldest against the oldest of the siblings. Um, and that's kind of interesting. Uh, still, because we're still dealing with this dynamic of, you know, like I said in past videos about the Karry-all show so far is, um, they're sticking up for their own siblings, that the ones that they, came in with, the girls stay with the girls, the boys stay with the boys, and taking sides. Um, and that's still the same here. Um, but that kind of shifts just a little bit with the dynamics because this is really the first episode I think um, where they started to be kind of cool with each other. So kind of the youngest kind of forgives Bobby, and Bobby forgives Cindy, and even takes action to um, correct the mistake, even though he had nothing to do with it. He's willing to look out for his sister, and so that's very very telling. I kind of wish we had a little bit of almost uh, what kind of what their dynamic was before uh, Mike and I forget her name, uh, the mother's name at the moment, but I kind of wish we would have seen a little bit of that dynamic between the kids, because I feel like the dynamic between the kids is growing and stuff like that as well, between the between brothers and sisters. But how did we get to a point of talking to each other? How did we get to the point of we're cool, um, and it's cool that you're living with us, that type of stuff. Um, yeah, and it's not necessary. I'm just curious about that because and then you get to explore stuff like this where they're able to, forgive them quickly, that sort of stuff. Um, but again, I feel like it's um, with this, it's you're getting into, starting to get into a little bit of, you know, girls taking boys' side or the boys taking the girls' side a little bit. Not completely yet, as far as that, because they still kind of stick with their own, their own brothers or their own siblings type of stuff that was brought into the blended household. So sisters will always stand up for sisters, brothers will always stand by brothers, that type of thing. But we're in episode 7, it became apparent to me that we might sort of be moving away from that just a little bit, and you might see brother actually defend sister, or sister defend brother. Uh, so that was kind of interesting, and we do get to that with the resolution portion of the film a little bit, or uh, episode a little bit, when Bobby goes to the store to buy Kitty Karry-all for Cindy. Um, he kind of, even though he didn't do anything wrong, he still wants Cindy to be happy, and he's willing to, sacrifice something that he's saved up for and is trying to do the right thing. Now, Cindy rejects it, but again, um, it was the dog that took everything that we find out eventually. And even during the reaction, because I've seen this play out in other shows, I'm pretty sure I've said, well, the dog took it because dogs kind of take things when they're young and stuff like that. I don't know how old Tiger is, but um, in the show, but it does seem kind of like a natural thing when they're, puppies and that sort of thing. So I really like this episode just because of you know, the uh, development of the characters, and brothers will start to stand up for the sister. Sister will stand up for the brother. Um, that sort of thing. Just a little bit, not too much. So they're not, um, you know, just standing up for brother, standing up for brother, or sister standing up for sister. We're starting to see them mix a little bit, at least in this episode, um, and that sort of stuff. Uh, the oldest had a little. The oldest sister had a little bit of a funny line, and then we'll hang him. I I thought that was pretty funny. I really did like that quite a bit. Um, just a funny line, I thought. But everything made sense as far as who played who. Like Alice playing the um, judge. I had to think about it for a second, but Alice playing the judge makes sense. Um, and that was very, very interesting. Um, Well, not really, but that was, I knew that she was going to play that role for the kids, and she's always wanted to help them out and come up with a few smart lines every now and then. So, um, and then, you know, uh, Greg defending Bobby, of course, and then Cindy, or the oldest representing Cindy, makes sense up until we get to the middle of um, the middle of the scene there. So then we have another twist in how this gets resolved. And honestly, I didn't expect the turns that it was going to take. Um, you know, as far as them defending each other and stuff like that. So I didn't see that twist of, well, now Greg is mad at this character, and now the oldest is mad at this character for the girls and that sort of thing. That twist I didn't see coming. Another one I didn't really see coming was Bobby offering, um, Bobby basically offering his quote unquote life savings to buy Kitty Karry-all. Um, that to me was a bit surprising. The dog, however, the dog taking it and stuff, that I did see coming. So, but yeah, that's kind of episode 7. I really like it just because of what I stated earlier. Brother starting to defend sister, sister starting to defend brother a little bit. Not completely, but a little bit. Episode 8. Um, I liked episode 8 in the fact that we did not spend 2 or 3 episodes uh, on this camping trip. And the reason for that is because to me, I just don't like it when shows do that unless it's gonna really um, drive the story forward or development forward of the characters or the overall plot of the show. Typically, I um, usually when you get something like this, they'll do it, and then the characters never address it in the actual TV show again. Like it never comes up about the big revelation that they had or the big twist that was gonna happen. Like you know, Joe finally decided that in the camping trip that Joe is going to tell Susie how he feels, and then you have the entire episode be about that while they're on the camping trip. But then in when we get back to the actual show itself, they never really bring up the camping side, even though, um, Joe and Susie decided to be friends or whatever. It's um, because it because in most times it reverses the decision of why they actually went out there in the first place, like a camping trip or a ski trip or whatever have you. Um, but I like that this one was, about the family spending time together. Honestly, don't think the show. I really don't think it needed that because the brothers and sisters know each other pretty well. Um, they really bonded, but it was more about showing that, sharing their common interest, that sort of thing. Um, so it was about that mainly. And I gotta say that I really like that in a sense. You know, but is it something that's gonna lead off into other seasons? No. Meaning the overall plot of the season or even building their character or development of the character. Not really. Uh, it lets the audience get to know the characters a little bit more, and how they would act in certain situations, but does. It's not going to actually, um, like, ultimately change their personalities and how they behave. Um, but maybe I'm thinking about this too deep. I'm just happy that we didn't spend, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 episodes camping. So that's that's kind of my take on these episodes. And another thing that I just thought about too, actually been thinking about for a while. I think the overall show, is actually can actually speak to a lot more people today than it did when it first released. Because there's a lot of people that are um, a blended family or people that, families that have gotten divorced. There's a lot more people that can relate to um, being in that situation and being part of a blended family than it did when it first released. And that's what I've been thinking about the past couple weeks with the overall show and just wanting to continue the show, honestly. Because I really do like the show, and I know I haven't been, you know, um, watching the show, recording the show recently, um, but it just made me think about that. It's like, I bet this show, if it was airing today, would speak to a lot more people and a lot similar situations just because of a lot more people are part of blended families today. Now, we would have to cut out some of the stuff because some of the stuff that they say uh, would anger some people. And I didn't leave this in the reaction, but if you watch the episode, I would highly recommend, and you'll see what I'm talking about. If you actually watch the camping episode and you uh, watch Bobby's commentary when he's in the tent, I imagine that's not going to go over well with some of the audiences today, uh, and that sort of thing, which could be, you know, that stuff would have to be um, kind of taken out. I do imagine at least, or at least supper the rap, but it's nowhere near like um, bad or anything. It's just the mindset and our values have changed a little bit since the late 1960s or early 70s. But it's not like you know totally. Um, it's not totally out of the realm of left field. So I definitely get where they're coming from with that. With what Bobby says sometimes, even what Greg says sometimes as well, just because of it was a different time and place. Um, but they had a few funny jokes. Um, I wish we would have actually seen shots of them fishing and uh, them trying to actually cook the fish or whatever have you. Basically, actually seeing them do the activity thing instead of doing a time jump forward, basically. But again, do what's in your um, power and in the limit and stuff like that. But I thought this particular episode would come later in the season, like I said, or further down in future seasons to come. So I'm glad we're getting it out of the way now. Um, but yeah, guys, that's my thoughts on the two episodes that I watched of the Brady Bunch for episodes 7 and 8. Like I said, episode 9, I can't find it anywhere um, on a streaming platform that I trust, and not to get my computer a virus. So we'll continue on with episode 10 and 11 and 12. I have to see 12 is available, but know that we're going to watch as many episodes as we can of the entire season. I just might have to skip a few episodes, and I'll let you know when we actually do skip episodes in the videos. That way you guys know that I don't have those episodes reacted to and recorded, um, that sort of thing. So if you guys know a way around that, by all means, let me down in the comments below. Um, but that's kind of where it's going to be at. So some episodes will be missing from the um, from the overall series of the Brady Bunch that we do. Just to let you guys know that. With that, guys, I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns moving forward. Um, and with that, um, think about commenting, subscribing, and liking the video. It really does help the channel grow. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you, guys.